Okay, so basically it's just like you fill out this whole thing, you just click all the anime that you've watched. My question for you guys, do you have to have watched the entire thing start to finish? Because there's a lot on here that I watched like a solid bit of, but I dropped them because I just hated them. Like, what is the percentage to consider it watched? More than half? At least 70%? So I guess Naruto is out then. One season is fine. Well, I feel like I've watched one season of Naruto. Well, I wasn't really paying attention. So does that count as watching? I didn't finish Naruto. Watched is fully completed? Oh, I'd say watched enough to have a good idea, so at least like 10 episodes. 10 episodes. Or like, I guess percentage based is better, because like 10 episodes of something that's like 40 episodes long is probably... Yeah, whatever. Well, I've definitely seen all of Death Note. Here's the thing, I've seen a lot of episodes of Gintama, but I've never like sat down and watched it like episode. I mean, I like it, it's funny. I feel like I've seen a solid bit of Gintama to like know about like all the characters and a lot of the gags and stuff. One of my favorite voice actresses, Rie Kugamiya, voices the girl that has like the bun hair. I'd say I watched it. I watched both seasons of Higurashi. I watched all of Code Geass, Welcome to the NHK, the original Fate Stay Night, Melancholy of Haruhi, Familiar of Zero, Luizu, Awawawa, Black Lagoon. Bro, the part where she speaks English is so funny. And that one episode, that's like most of what I remember from that show. It's the part where Revi's, is that her name? Revi speaks English. And she's like, I'll take you to Lebanon. Canon I've watched. I haven't watched Nena or Triple X Holic. Lucky Star, Clannad, Tender Toppings of Gurren Lagann, Hayate the Combat Butler, another Rie Kugamiya classic. Have not watched Naruto Shippuden all the way, I'm pretty sure. EF A Tale of Memories, it was pretty good. Kind of a snoozer, but still pretty good, pretty solid. Tragic romance story. Kaiji, Baccano, No Gundam, Zetsubo Sensei. I've watched multiple seasons of Zetsubo Sensei. Pretty good comedy show by Shaft. Really good stylish animation, good gags. But a lot of it is like based on like Japanese popular culture stuff, so there's a lot that like I like laughed at, but I didn't really understand what the fuck I was laughing at. School Days, Minami K. Holy fuck, bro, 2006 and 2007 had some hard fucking heavy hitters. And then we get into 2008 to Love Root. I begrudgingly watched this even though I fucking hate the protagonist. It's kind of cute and it's whimsical and stupid. I fucking hate the protagonist. Toradora, greatest love story ever told. Certain Magical Index. I've also watched Railgun, which is a spin-off of this show. Spice and Wolf. Bro, the new Spice and Wolf, the character design, Garbo. I'm sorry. I miss the old character design of Hollow or Horo or whatever the fuck you call her. What is Natsume's Book of Friends? I don't think I've watched that. Whatever that is. True Tears. That's another like drama romance slop show. Was pretty good. Kanagi, so good. Has one of the best openings of all time, bro. It's a shame that the author passed away because it was a pretty good rom-com kind of story about like a nature goddess that just like gets into hijinks. Kanokon. This show is like To Love Root. It is total garbage shit. But for whatever reason, I watched all of it and I hated every second of it. The protagonist in the show was another like Weasley, whiny little baby freak. And I just like watched it from start to finish. The girls in that show deserved better. I don't remember their names. All I remember is the big boob wolf girl and the other wolf girl who doesn't have big boobs. And that's like their entire character trait is the fact that one of them has big boobs and the other one doesn't, and she's resentful about not having big boobs. That's peak characterization in 2008. Soul Eater, really good. Black Butler I did not watch. I watched Zoku Sayonara Disability Sensei. That's another season. Sekirei, bro! Bro, 2008 having To Love Ru, Kanokon, and Sekirei is actually like that's like Gooner Patient Zero right there. That is like... People complain about Gooner anime nowadays. They don't know how good they have it. Bro, Sekirei is like... It's hard to describe. I only watched it dub. But... there's like... It's like a girl fighting show. They're all like training to become girl fighters. They all have like special abilities. And one of them pisses everywhere, I think. That's all I remember from it. There's a part where like a girl wasn't wearing underwear and she pissed everywhere. It was... Watch it dubbed, you'll not regret it. I'm pretty sure it's still available on like Crunchyroll and Netflix or something. I like binge watched this show all in like one go. K-On, of course, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I like Brotherhood and the original Full Metal Alchemist. They're both very good in different ways. I feel like Toradora is a lot older than 2008. Wait, really? I feel like it was just yesterday, bro. Oh man. Part of me kind of wishes there was another season of Toradora. Like Toradora the college years or something. But you know what? It needs to be left alone, I guess. Because it was a good show. It was a beautiful show. One of my favorite shows of all time. And it happened and I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. Bakemonogatari. Another good Studio Shaft classic. However... There are some rage-inducing moments. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya 2009. This is when Endless 8 happened. They aired the new episodes of the show, but interspersed with old episodes from the original, like the first season. And then they did this thing where they were like in the show, in universe, stuck in a time loop, but they got the audience involved by airing the same episode, but they reanimated it. Don't get it twisted, they actually animated the same episode in different ways with like very slight differences for several fucking weeks. 8 episodes of this. Because it's Endless 8, the arc is called Endless 8, so they had to do it 8 times. They fully committed to it. And you know, as angry as I was watching it, like, bro, every single week you're like, alright, okay, the bit's getting kind of stale. Like, okay, it's been like 3 episodes now. Maybe they'll resolve the time loop thing and we can get on with the rest of the new season of this show that I've been looking forward to for like 2 years. But no, they'd keep fucking doing it, bro. They just kept doing it every week. You go a week anticipating a new episode, but it's just the same fucking episode every time. And the worst part is, like, when they released it on Blu-ray, they actually released it in like 3 different Blu-ray sets of all like the same episode. Cause it was fucking 8 episodes of that shit. It was fucking awful. Bro, you have to like respect it to a certain degree. Like the commitment to the bit, but it was agonizing. But in terms of pure artistry, I respect it. I must applaud them. It ties in with the movie later, yeah. And I feel like it was like... They could have been lazy and just literally aired the same episode over and over, but they actually reanimated it and included like small differences every time. And it was kind of fun, like a fun trauma bonding experience with everyone watching at the same time. Just like... You'll never forget an experience like that. It's like one of those top 10 anime history moments. Certain Scientific Railgun. That one had a banger OP song. Student Council's Discretion. What is this called? What is this called in Japanese? I feel like I've seen this in Japanese. It's that one where there's that girl with the black hair with like the low ponytails. I miss OVAs too. Do they still do like OVA stuff? I feel like they did that for the Kaguya-sama a few years ago. Seitokai no Ichizon. Yes! I've seen a bit of that. I don't think I finished it though. I think I dropped it because I was getting too annoyed. But there's a lot of piss jokes in this, I think. There's a lot of piss jokes in anime back in the day. Speaking of which, Sora no Otoshimono, I also watched this dubbed. This is one of those shows that's like... it spawned out of the ether because of shows like Chobits and the show that was kind of like the ants to Chobits' A Bug's Life called Dear S, which honestly I feel like was more interesting, more like entertaining to watch than Chobits a lot of the time, simply because it was just so like out there and so bad, and the opening song was really good. It was like, I'm your slave. But this show, this is on a whole nother level. This is another one of those shows where it's like the two main girls, their characterization is one of them has big boobs, the other doesn't have big boobs, and she's sad about not having big boobs. And that's the root of their character interactions with each other and with the whole cast. And one of them pisses on the floor, I'm pretty sure. Saki! This is a show with a bunch of like, it's a cute girls doing cute things show where they played mahjong. I think it also had Rie Kugamiya in it. And there's a character that really liked tacos. That's all I remember of it. I don't think I finished it, but I definitely watched enough of it to get the gist of it. White Album. I never finished this fucking show. Maybe one day I will. I don't know if I can count it as watched. Hey, where's Elfenlied? Why doesn't Elfenlied appear? Elfenlied, was that 2005 maybe? Yeah, I think it's older. Yeah, it's either like 2004 or 2005. Yeah, that's an oldie. White Album, it's like, it was like a visual novel adaptation kind of thing, and there's like that one girl with the long hair and the other girl. Wasn't there a sequel to this? I watched like a sequel to this that aired several years later, and it was like a really good rage bait show where it's like childhood friend girl can't confess her feelings, and it was really bad. Haven't watched Fairy Tail, did watch Kimi ni Todoke, really good show, but the second season is rage-inducing. I fucking hated it. Penny and Stocking Wearable, it's coming back this year, isn't it? The Tatami Galaxy, I watched it. Still don't really remember what was happening in it. It was like, was that a Shaft show? Where it's like a bunch of college kids being philosophical and shit. Seitokai Yakuin Domo. Wait, is this the one where it has the girl with like the fucking black hair? And she's like the, what's the word? The class rep? Time loop show. That's right! They were like college kids stuck in a time loop. I think I watched like a few episodes of it. Does that count as watched? All I remember is like really good art style. Really like had that feeling of like you're watching a very esoteric indie film, but in anime form. It had a really good ending song by that one girl who does like the whisper singing stuff. Wes Anderson ass anime. Yes, yeah. Seitokai Yakuin Domo. Does it have pissing in it? Probably does. I don't think I watched enough of it to really be a knower. Yeah, Yaku Shimaru Etsuko. Yeah. Whatever happened to her? She did like so many good anime songs. I love her singing voice. The squid smell joke. Is that where that's from? Yosuga no Sora. I watched it. I did watch every single episode of it. And I will say, if you're someone who has watched School Days and enjoyed how awful that was, please watch Yosuga no Sora. You'll get pretty much the same experience. It doesn't get as extreme, but oh boy, it is interesting. And it's one of those shows where there's like 3 episode arcs dedicated to, because it's a visual novel adaptation, so there's like 3 episode arcs dedicated to like each love interest in the story, and it just resets with each girl. And like School Days, it's like pretty fucking boring 90% of the time, but that 10% of the time when a bunch of like fucked up stuff happens and you're like, oh my god, that's so fucked up, like it's kind of worth it to sit through the boring shit. And the animation is genuinely pretty good, I will say. Lots of fucked up stuff though, lots of fucked up stuff. Baka to Test. I think I tried to watch the dub version of this like years later. I don't remember much of it. So, Angel Beats though, watch this when it aired. It is a fucking banger. It's pretty. It's got like the fake deep stuff that a lot of anime has, but it just rolls with it. It's entertaining, goofy. It's got a fun concept. It's like a bunch of like school kids in the afterlife, and they're like fighting against some unknown peril, and there's like a nice love story, nice just like a healing anime in a way. Because each character, like, you're wondering, like, oh, I wonder how they died, like, how they get there, what kind of unresolved stuff do they have. Nice, like, coming-of-age themes, shit like that. Durarara, I watched. Isn't there, like, 5 seasons of this shit? I will say, I enjoyed Durarara. I think it's a pretty fun time, but Baccano is superior in every single way. It's so much better. Better characters, better story, better animation, better setting, everything. Durarara is just, it's stylish, it's fun. It's got some like good, wacky, fun action moments and stuff, but my boomer take is Baccano will always be, whoa, the world, like, I haven't thought about this show in so long. The world God only knows. Okay, is this the one where it's like the nerdy dude who has like a device given to him like by like some kind of like weird alien goddess, and he can control people with it, and it's kind of like goofy and wacky? I enjoyed this. I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be like isekai, like self-insert slop. Yeah, he has to date all the girls. Yeah, doesn't he have like he like plays a visual novel in real life somehow, where like a choice comes up and the narrator's like, Erabe! Yeah. There's some like actually like good characters in it. I remember there's the character who puts her hair up in a ponytail when she's trying her best because she's on the track team or whatever. Is that from that show? Or did I get it mixed up with other like thousands like harem rom-com anime shows? Maybe I'm thinking of... no, that's no Kome! Fuck! Wait, didn't that show also have like a character that pisses herself in it? It's all blending together. Wait, so World Only God knows. There's a girl, she's like a goddess, and she's got like the big hair baubles. And there's like the dude with the brown hair. He kind of looks like Austin Powers. Is that the World God Only Knows? Austin Powers' main character? But he's like a really nerdy, serious guy who thinks he's kind of like he's like an INTJ type, where he's really logical and analyzing, but he's just kind of stupid. Is this the VTuber that pisses herself? No, I think you're getting me confused with somebody else. Wait, maybe I need to rewatch this shit. Amagami SS, so fucking good. I've been seeing like this making resurgence with the Zoomers on Twitter nowadays, like posting clips from it. Like the girl with like the crazy hair who works like part-time as a waitress. Like it's another one of those it's like not a visual novel. It was based on a game that's kind of a visual novel, but it's like a dating sim kind of game where you have to like work up your attributes and shit like that. Yeah, sex hair. Yeah. It's very good. Like it's got like a lot of good love stories in it, because every girl has her own like self-contained arc. And if you get over like that, like the weirdness of it resetting every time with each arc, it is kind of sad. Like you get really invested in like a certain love story between the protagonist and like a really cool character, and then it gets to like the final episode and they kiss or whatever. And it's like, wow, like I can't wait to see them, how their relationship evolves, and and then it gets to the next episode and it starts over completely. And it's with some like annoying character. Yeah, the characters in this, in Amagami are, I feel like a lot of them are written really well and have like really like interesting personalities that are like, they get into like wacky scenarios that feel refreshing as far as anime goes, and pretty believable development of relationships for something based on like a dating sim. I like it. And bro, every girl gets their own like ending song, like themed after them and their story and shit, and they go hard. They're bangers. Really good ass music. Ore emo. Unfortunately, I watched this. To this day, I'm still. I guess it's like one of those things where it's like the dead dove do not eat thing, but who would have guessed with this one? Who actually like back in the day watching Oremo? Cause it's like a bait and switch. At first you're thinking like, oh, is this like a weird incest show or something? Like the main character has to help his little sister with all her life problems. But then like, it's like, it was one of those shows where you're explaining the premise to someone like, no bro, like it sounds like it's gonna be weird, but it's actually really fun and cool. Like it's like wacky hijinks and like a coming of age story, like classic school mishaps stuff, like relatable moments, and like a story about a girl like learning to accept herself and make friends and stuff like that. Bro, seriously, watch it. And then the next season airs and he literally marries his sister. Like at a certain point it's like, what the fuck was I expecting? But also like they literally bait you into thinking like, oh, it's like you think it's gonna be weird, but it's not actually weird. Like that's the heart of the show. Like it's wholesome. Like her brother is helping her, and it's cool. There's another character that the brother is interested in. He's not interested in his sister, and the other character is like way cooler and way more suited for a relationship with the main character. By the way, way cooler, way more interesting, way better of a character. But no, she deserved better anyway. And yet the town. Oh yeah, I love this show. Wasn't it the Japanese title like? It's the one with the maids. I feel like a lot of people haven't seen that one. Sore demo machi wa mawateru or something like that. Yeah. Do you realize how little that narrows it down? Well, it's like literally about like, I think it's about like a restaurant run by a bunch of maids. But scroll up a little. Oh, sorry, my big stupid head is in the way. Sorry, bro. It's the one. Is it the one that has the opening song that's like dun 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 dun? Or am I again mixing this up with another one? Yeah, it's another Shaft anime. Very good gags, very good slice of life. Oh my god. Kiss X Sis. Kiss X Sis, Sekirei, Taloveru, Kanokon, Heaven's Lost Property, Soreno Toshimono. That is like the that is the primordial Gooner slop. Kiss X Sis is, even if I explained what happens in the show to you guys, you think I'm just rattling off some bullshit off the dome. You'd have to just see it to believe. It's terrible, like actually terrible. But I watched every single episode because it's just one of those things where I'm like, wow, I wonder what fucked up thing is gonna happen in this show next. There's a part where like, you know how in like a lot of like shitty slop anime, they're always like contrived scenarios where the protagonist gets like involved in some like, oh no, lewd scenario, oh no, she tripped and her underwear is showing, like that kind of thing. Kiss X Sis brings that to like a ridiculous degree where you have to think like the author has to be taking the piss at this point. And bro, they are taking the piss and they are putting it in almost every single episode. Like they're finding contrived ways to include piss scenes at any cost. Like they need the whole show, like You think like the author was just like begrudgingly making a show, like a story around his piss fetish. Like he's like, oh man, I want to make some piss media, but I guess I gotta make up a stupid story around it or something. Okay, there's 2 twin girls and a brother, and they both love the brother, I guess. But okay, so when are they gonna start pissing everywhere? When are they gonna piss? The piss wizard. More like piss access. There's a scene where one of the sisters is like in the bathroom and she's trying to get into the shower or something. I don't remember. I'm too traumatized. The details are foggy. And she slips and falls just as the brother walks in on her, about to get in the shower, so she's nude, I'm pretty sure. And she slips and falls in such a way where she lands on the brother's hand and his fingers go inside of her asshole. And they show it like close up in detail, him like removing his hands with a popping sound effect, showing like juice coming off of his hand. And it's just like, it's played straight as just like in the same way as like you'd see like an anime scene where the guy walks in on the girl changing and she's like, oh no, baka! It is basically like that. And yeah, there's always pissing everywhere. They're always they're competing with each other to get with their brother, I guess, is basically how that show goes. I think there's only like 7 or 8 episodes of it. I don't know. I think it was like one of those shows where it was like straight to DVD because they just could not air all this shit on actual television. Kiss X Piss. Steins Gate, however, peak. Looks such a good fucking I just love time travel stories. So fucking good. I've never like actually read through the game, like the visual novel, but it seems like a good adaptation of it. I enjoyed it heartily. So good, like so good sci-fi, so good drama, so good storytelling. And the characters are really good character design, really good concept. Love the main character. He's a goofy weirdo. I love the fact that it's like a story about a bunch of like adults, pretty much, with a like more adult geared problems. More stories like that, please. It's not because I'm old and my life is getting shorter and shorter the more as the years go on, and I can't relate to the beautiful, youthful stories anymore like I used to. And guys, Toradora aired when I was the same age as the characters in that show. Isn't that fucked up? When that show aired and I watched it for the first time, I was the same age as the characters in that show, and I loved it so much. I wonder if I like wouldn't have loved it as much if I watched it now. Maybe I would. Like all stories are, you can connect to them. But like being a 14, 15-year-old and watching that show and being like, yeah, like this is just like what I'm going through at school is so it's a unique experience. Now it seems like there's a lot of anime that are about like, I'm an office worker at my job at work, my soul-sucking horrible job. we need more of those. Nichijou, very good comedy anime. Fate Zero, I feel like I watched a tiny bit of it, but I don't remember. This Madoka, holy fuck, I love Madoka. I love the movies too. Such good animation too. Very stylish. Had a very unique like art style for the time. It was by the same artist as the one who did the Nut Bladder show. The one with like the really wide faces. Why is that not on here? I guess maybe, did that air, was that not as popular as like all the other ones in 2007? I feel like that was a 2007 show. Yeah, Hidamari's Sketch. That show had a really funny character in it. Or maybe, am I mixing it up with something else? Is that the show that had the Canadian girl in it? Whose entire, like, her entire personality was that she was Canadian and foreign. Oh, Mawaru Penguin Drum. This show was like really good at first, but I wasn't fucking with it towards the end. Yuri classic Gooner slop Yuri beat show. It was alright. I watched every single episode of it, and I just found myself thinking like, what is the point of all of this? Anohana, very good. Very, very heartbreaking. Guilty Crown. Is this the one a lot of people liked? It's like that girl with like the long pink hair. I never watched it though. Hanasaku Iroha. I love this show. This came out when I was in my first year of college, and I would get home from school, from my college schooling, and just sit down with a big bowl of oatmeal and watch this shit, and it was soothing to my soul. Very good show if you like slow-paced slice of life with a little bit of drama. It is very good. Has really good art and animation too. Idolmaster. The Idolmaster is like, it sounds kind of like whenever I explain this show to people to like tell them to watch it, I feel like I'm like doing like a brony thing where I'm like, yo, I mean like, it looks like it's a bunch of cartoon horses and like a kid show for babies, for children, but it's actually really good. It actually has like a lot of heart to it. Bro, I'm serious though. It's actually really good. It's got like 26 episodes. There's a lot of like goofy slice of life episodes, but like honestly, a lot of episodes that are like so fucking poignant. The quiet melancholy of Chihaya from the Idolmaster. Just like, don't look up anything about this show and just watch it. And just give it a chance. You're probably, if you're used to like shows that are like all like, oh, I need to watch a serious show, you know, like it's probably gonna be hard to get through the first few episodes, but bro, just open your mind to it and accept. You may think like, oh, it's just a bunch of like, it's a show about idols in Japan and it's based on a video game, so it's probably gonna be shit. Open your heart to it, bro. Oh, Gosick? I never finished it. I got kind of bored like 4 episodes in, I think. It was just one of those shows. Had really cool art though. Haganai. Is that like Boku wa Tomodachi wa Sukunai? That's the one that has like the girl, the tsundere girl gets her hair cut off, or cuts her hair off in the 2nd season or something. Yeah, I had a figure of her. Wasn't her name Yozora? Tsundere slop? Yeah, this was like one of those shows where it's like, I'm a average dude and I just don't have any friends and I'm a loner and I hate the world and I'm pessimistic. I would hate if I had to join a club with a bunch of beautiful girls who surround me and develop feelings for me, and I had to like help solve their problems. Oh, damn it. It's like that. I enjoyed it actually. Hyoka, I loved Hyoka. The end, I did not. I don't want to spoil it, but if you, I guess if you like it for like the mysteries and stuff, it's really good. It's basically, it's like a really beautifully animated show about a club that solves mysteries and solves students' problems and shit like that, and it's really good. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure! Is this like the 1st season where it's like the beginnings? I love that one. But my favorite was the part... Is part 3 season... No, it's part 2, right? Part 2 is the one where it has Joseph. Part 1 is the one where it's like, here's how everything began. It all started when Dio killed a dog. Part 2 is the good one. Yeah. With the Pillar Men. Yeah. I watched most of part 3, but I fell off of it. Cause it was so different from part 2. It was more like Monster of the Week kind of vibe. It just didn't have the same vibe that I loved the 2nd one. It's very long too, yes. Really good villains in part 2 too. Daily Lives of High School Boys is really fucking funny. It's a really good comedy anime. Chunibyo, yes. I think I watched like some of the second season of this, but I didn't like it. What is From the New World? What is this? From the New World? From the New World. Oh, Shinsekai Yori! Oh, yeah. I don't think I watched more than an episode of that. Shinsekai Yori. Trauma Slop. Yeah, doesn't it have like a bunch of like gore of my comfort character in it? Nisei Monogatari. This is like a Shaft animated rom-com harem show with lots of rage bait. Another so fucking good. Like genuinely a really good like tongue-in-cheek vibe horror anime with like really interesting premise. It's got like a little bit of influence from everything in it. It's got like Final Destination, some Stephen King kind of shit in it. Yeah, this is the one where the girl falls down the stairs and falls on an umbrella. Oh, the pet girl of Sakura So. This is a show basically about a girl with autism that is taken in by this like a bunch of people in a dorm in college, I think. And I actually liked it. It was pretty good. It was a pretty sweet little story. I liked it a lot. Psychopaths, I loved it. The other seasons, not so much. High School DxD, I never watched all of it. Sword Art Online, yes, I watched it. And it was so fucking cool. Humanity Has Declined? What is that one? Attack on Titan I watched. Kill la Kill I watched. My teen romantic comedy Snafu! I get this one mixed up with Haganai. I've definitely watched it though. Is this the one where they're like working together on a game or something? Cause the protagonist in this one is also like, oh, I'm a misanthropist, hate the world. No, that's gamers. No, like they're working on like a visual novel game. It's a love triangle. Yeah, this is the one with my teen romantic comedy Snafu. I've definitely watched it. Yes! Yeah, this is the one with like, I get this mixed up with Boku wa Tomodachi ga Sukunai because it's very, very similar. Yeah, the main character in this, he's like, you can just tell from his design. It's like, oh man, I don't wanna, how am I getting involved with this crap? I hate it. I'm such a loner. I don't want to be surrounded by beautiful girls. Or I'd hate it if I got surrounded by beautiful girls that cared about me. Why do they care about me? I don't even care about anything. It's not like I care about them. No Biori. It's cute girls doing cute things. Tamako Market. I don't think I finished it. I watched like the first couple episodes, but I just wasn't fucking with it. I don't remember why. It seemed a little too out there for me. Like, not to say like, well, it's anime, it's gonna be out there, but it was like out there in like a weird kind of way. Like it just didn't land. Yama no Suzume, I don't think I watched that, but I've definitely heard of it. Day Live, haven't watched it. Definitely heard about it through the grapevine. Nagi Asu, a lull in the sea. Truly epic lulls. Urimo 2, Watamote, very good. Akara no Kyokai, very good. That's a Kyoani show. Shirobako. Oh, this show is really good. It's like a Okay, so basically it's by the same studio that did Hanasaku Iroha, I'm pretty sure. But it's about like a bunch of people working in an anime studio, and it actually has like
This
real
list has become
tidbits
a
about
damning
like
diagram
anime.
for how your most formative years
How it's made.
affect you later in life.
How it's made,
No
anime.
wonder you're a professional cat girl in your 30s.
Yeah, this is very telling actually. But you're gonna see this the green is going to dissipate very rapidly. Is it bad that I saw like a solid bit of your lie in April, but I never finished it because I got spoiled on what happens, and I was just like, oh man, I don't even care anymore. Like I watched like a solid chunk, many episodes. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, No Game No Life. I didn't watch Ping Pong. I watched a bit of it. Wasn't fucking with it. Amagi Brilliant Park. Very weird show. A lot of the characters are just named after rappers for some reason. Like, I'm pretty sure the main character's name is like based off of Kanye West. And there's a girl whose name is 50 Cent. Parasite. Didn't watch that one. Nisekoi. Wait. I got Nisekoi and Nisei Monogatari mixed up, but I have watched both. Nisei Monogatari is the really weird fucking Bakemonogatari spin-off sequel. And there's the toothbrushing thing in that, I'm pretty sure. Nisekoi is another shaft show, unrelated. It's a harem romance thing. Very rage-inducing, very rage-inducing. Monthly Girls no Saki-kun. Can watch is The Order Rabbit. Watched it. Pretty cute, kind of boring. Space Dandy was fun. It's very good, episodic, fun little romp. Didn't watch a Kamega Kill. Saikano, that's the one where it's like, main character gets involved with a club that's making like a game, or like maybe he was trying to make a game and he got together with girls to help make him make the game. I don't fucking remember, but I watched the entire thing and it was okay. And he like has like a muse, like he meets like this girl, or like maybe it's a childhood friend. It's ironically a pretty boring show. But yeah, Megumi, that's her name. She was a cute character. I liked her. The main character was kind of a jackass asshole though. Didn't watch Assassination Classroom. I watched one episode of One Punch Man and I just was not fucking with it. I did not find myself caring. But maybe I was just really depressed in 2015. Cause all I remember is like I tried to watch an episode of Assassination Classroom, One Punch Man, and I was like, man, I don't give a fuck. Wait, and never mind. Prison School was so fucking good. It was so funny. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? I didn't watch enough of that to count. Hibike Euphonium, also didn't watch enough of that for it to count. It's another show where it's like, oh, there's a bunch of girls. Will they fall in love? Maybe. There's like the idea of it floating around in the ether. Maybe they're gonna blush and like look at each other a little bit. And that's the show. That's the whole show. How the fuck is One Punch Man actually 10 years old? That's not right. I'm getting anxious about the passage of time. Oh no. Oh yeah, I watched this show. This show's pretty goofy. Funny. It's a classic, like, what if a girl was actually a degenerate gamer who loved to drink soda pop and eat chips? Classic. Konosuba. I watched I think I watched 1 or 2 seasons of that. I don't remember the second season very much. It's pretty entertaining. That's the one with the Megumin. Is that show actually almost 10 years old now? There's no way. Yeah, honestly, a lot of the humor in Konosuba, I just felt like it was just too... I mean, I'm no discerning comedian or anything. Like, I laugh at stupid shit all the time, but... if you put Prison School and Konosuba each on like gourmet plates in front of me, I'd go for Prison School every single time. Like, I feel like the goofy, like, grossed out, lewd humor, shit like that is done a lot better in the prison school. If you ask me, I say, scratching my big hairy belly with all my chip dust on it. Konosuba is horny D&D. That's a pretty good summarization. 2015 is the year Nyan turned into a cynic. I mean, like, bro, you start your anime watching career with all these heavy hitters and you get to, like, here, it's kind of, you know? My rose-colored glasses were blocking out any bit of light that was showing in any of these shows. March comes in like a lion. Didn't watch Real Life. Didn't watch this. ReZero I loved. Erased was pretty good. Erased kind of like lost the plot towards the end, but it was really good. It was really good dramedy. Well, not dramedy. What's the word? Like psychological drama show. You know, like a thriller. Yeah, melodrama. I was hooked on Erased and the ending is so bad I memory hold the whole show. I feel like that same exact thing happened to me because, like, I remember, like, it starts so strong, but something, like, it just falls apart in the end. I just didn't really sink it. Like, didn't something, like... Wasn't the ending, like, ridiculously bad? Or am I, like, mixing it up with something else? Yan just thinks psychological trauma is funny? I mean, it is. Especially in anime. Oh, fuck! Sorry, my thing that freezes my model every time I lie is acting up again. Dude, I wish it was on this list. Well, maybe it is. But I feel like it came out a bit sooner than 2016, but it was by the same author as Toradora. And it was another, like, rom-com drama anime, but set in college. Golden Time! Has anyone seen Golden Time? There's some, like, melodramatic, ridiculous bullshit that happens in that show that's so, like, so bad good to sink your feet into. Dip your little toes in there. It was so bad. Yeah, the main character was so shit, bro. There was like a whole arc where he gets like, doesn't he? He has like a weird coma ghost. Tada Banri. Bro, that shit was so ass. Flip Floppers. I think I tried to watch the first episode of this and it was good, but I didn't finish it for some reason. Flying Witch, I liked it. New Game, I loved it, but I will forever be pissed and ticked off that when the second season came up, they didn't call it New Game Plus. They just did the usual stupid shit where it's like, oh, we just put another exclamation point at the end. Wow. Girls Last Tour, I've always wanted to watch this because it looked good. Never got around to it. Made in Abyss. Isn't that another like fucked up show where it's like, here's a show about all the bad things that can happen to the main character. But maybe it's really good. There was another show like that. I forgot what it was called. But I think it aired around like 2008, 2009, maybe 10. About this girl who had like telepathic abilities and every episode was just like, let's have something really bad happen to her so everybody feels as bad about her as possible. And it got like to a ridiculous point where it's just like, and then both my parents died in an explosion and my dog was trying to save them, but he died too. And I went in to try to get the dog, but I was blown back by bits of dog shrapnel that blew off my arms and my legs. And yeah, and the rest is history. And then when I was coming back, sad about my parents dying and stuff, a truck came by and it went through a really big puddle and it splashed me with a bunch of muddy puddle water. And I was just standing there with no arms and no legs, covered in muddy puddle water. And then my crush at school, that he was the only thing, my only beacon of light in this cruel, dark world. That I was gonna go on a date with him that night, and that's why I was waiting outside on the curb. I was waiting for him for our date, but it turns out he stood me up, and it was actually Christmas Eve. And I just sat there in the first snow of Christmas Eve covered in muddy puddle water, and yeah, so that's how I got here. And I have telepathic abilities, and everybody bullied me about it my entire life. What show is that? What show is that? She has like orange hair. She's very kawaii. Oh, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Interesting show. Very interesting. I'll say that. Kotora-san! Bro, yeah! Kotora-san! Man, what happened to that show? I feel like there's probably like 5 people that watch that show. Kakegurui. I've never watched the show fully. It looks interesting though. World End, Tsukiga Kure, Sagrada Reset, Bang Dream, Saga of Tanya the Evil. Isn't this a show about like a dude that dies and gets isekai'd and reincarnated as a 10-year-old girl who is like doing war crimes and shit? I never watched it. Little Witch Academia? Wait, did this actually come out in 2017? There's no way. I felt like it was older than that. I remember watching Little Witch Academia when I was like... Or wait, is it because the OVA came out like well before the actual show? There was the movie... Oh, that's right! That's right! Eromanga Sensei, that show is so fucking bad. Eurocamp show is so fucking good, so fucking cozy. Violet Evergarden, never watched it. Zombieland Saga, very good. If you like Idolmaster, you'll like Zombieland Saga. I will say, this is like the part in anime history where they started using CGI to animate like dance sequences and stuff, and it just makes me kind of sad. Like, even like Idolmaster back in 2011, like they fully animated, like hand animated the dances and stuff. And I'm not like against CGI animation for stuff. Like I feel like it can look really fucking cool, like stylistically if it's pulled off well. But back like in the infancy of like when animation studios started adopting it regularly into shows and stuff like that, they just didn't really do it right. It just looked kind of jarring and weird. The frame rate was off. Yeah, Zombieland Saga is really good, like funny, like comedy slice of life show. It's literally about anime girls who died get brought back as zombies by this crazy talent manager guy that's trying to do like he's trying to bring more tourists to the Saga area in Japan because it's like a fucking backwater small village kind of town or something, and he's tasked with this, and he's like, oh, I know what to do. I'll resurrect a bunch of dead anime girls and make them form an idol group. And it's pretty wacky, pretty fun. There's actually some pretty like sad moments, tearjerkers. Wait, I got A Place Further Than the Universe mixed up with Girls Last Tour. Girls Last Tour is the one where they're like in the military. Place Further Than the Universe, now that's the one where they go to Antarctica. I want to watch that one too. Now, there was another show similar to this, Girls Last Tour, that aired like way back when. Can anyone remember the title? It was about like girls who are in the military but they like play instruments or something. And I swear to God, like I don't watch these shows on purpose. They just, for whatever reason, there's a stretch of time between 2006 and like 2010 where every anime had like piss stuff in it. Sora no Woto, yeah. There was a part where like they're like on watch for like the military or something, like they have to keep watch, and one of them has to go to the bathroom but she can't hold it and she pees everywhere. But the thing is about that show, the rest of the show is like, it's not like a weird like fetishy Gooner show or anything. It's like very like wholesome and quaint and like normal, but For whatever reason, there's a piss scene. Like, why does there always have to be a piss scene? It's just like, it sticks out in my memory, okay? Because it's just like so fucking like jarring. Like, why are they pissing everywhere? Oh yeah, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I liked it. I still gotta watch the latest movie, Vinland Saga. I watched wasn't there like an older one of this? I think I watched the older one, not the newer one, unless I'm mixing it up with something else. Kaguya-sama I watched. Didn't watch. Oh, I watched the quintuplets. I like the girl with the butterfly in her hair. That is pretty good. It was fucking boring. I fucking hated it. Ishizuoka Reviewers. I watched it. It was interesting. I think, was that another like direct like original video animation thing? Oh, I never watched Wandering Witch, but it looked cute. It looked pretty cute. Ishizuoka Reviewers, the concept of it was essentially like there's this like group in a Fantasyland world, like a D&D style Fantasyland, who is tasked with like literally reviewing the intimate encounters that they have with various types of like monster things, monster beings, like yeah, monster girl brothels. Yeah. There's like the slime girls. There's the episode with like, wasn't there an episode with like the spider girls? Yeah, it's a monster fucking anime. It was very, very weird and wacky. Very, very. The fish stuff was crazy. I think I blocked that out of my memory. Oh, Jesus. Keep Your Hands Off Azokan. Never watched it, but it looked cool. Kakushigoto. I think I watched a couple episodes of this, but I fell off of it. Oh god, I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out. I never watched the Komi Can't Communicate anime, but I did read a good bit of the manga. Bro, I didn't watch any of these. Didn't watch Bochi, would like to, looks cute. Clitoris Recall, didn't watch it. Uncle from Another World. Wait, that sounds awesome. Bro, I was saying to Aethel they should make... This is gonna sound so bad out of context, but like what if there was like an all dogs go to heaven style anime, but the concept is like your dog gets isekai to a fantasy land? Or like what if like both you and your dog get isekai to a fantasy land and the dog is like it's like a switch up, it's like a switcheroo. Like you think like, oh, it's gonna be like, oh, the protagonist is really powerful, but it turns out you wake up in a fantasy land and you're just like a level 1, just pitiful, can't do shit, but it's your dog that has like the fucking like god modded like superpowers. All the girls love the dog. All the girls are like surrounding the dog, wanting to pet it and give it treats, and you're just fucking chopped liver. I think that would be so sick. I would watch the fuck out of that. They need to make that. And you just imagine your dog in like cool fucking like power armor, the huge sword in its mouth, and it saves the day. It like slays like the goblin king that's terrorizing the whole town. Your dog becomes a hero, and because it becomes a hero, it gets to like come back, go back to the real world. But also like there's a portal between the like IRL world and the fantasy isekai world, and they get to go back and forth. Bro, there's a manga kind of like that with a cat. Shit! Damn it! Guys, we have to get our best writers on this to make this before... Oh shit! I swear to God I wasn't plagiarizing. Let's make an anime out of this. I'm gonna start a Kickstarter. You guys can donate $1 million to it, and I'll definitely get on that. Here, let me boot up my Kickstarter account right now. Spy X Family never watched. Free Run I still need to watch. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You. Onimai, I'm Now Your Sister. Pokemon Horizon. Oshinoko I watched a good bit. But I heard about what happens and I'm just like, I'm not devoting any time to watching this anymore. Too many losing heroines. Delicious in Dungeon. I wanna watch that. Looks good. Fuck. So the year I fell off completely from watching anime was basically 2020 when I became a VTuber. Oh my god. And here's my theory. My life basically became anime when I turned into a cartoon anime girl on stream. So I was just like, I don't need to watch anime anymore. This is basically my day-to-day life. And I haven't watched any like new anime except for what is the one? I guess it wouldn't be on here because it's 2025. The rage bait one with the blue-haired girl named Hidamari. I started watching that one. But that was the first anime that I started watching after I stopped in like 2020 basically. I got isekai as a cat. I don't need to watch anime no more. Can a boy-girl relationship survive? Damn, I've watched 96 out of 227 anime. This is kind of sad. I need to get on this shit. But, bro, if this went all the way back to like 1995, bro, my numbers would be huge on this shit. And all of you guys would be like, huh? What's that? What's Dragon Egg or whatever the fuck it's called? What's Excel Saga? Is that about spreadsheets or something? Duh. That's what you guys would say. What's Ergo Proxy, huh? What's fucking what's the name of that one where the robot girl and there's like my brain just fucking turned off. It's like a robot girl and it's kind of like the anime version of Detroit Become Human in a way. Bro, Minimemazine? Have any of you even watched Minimemazine? Did you guys even watch fucking what's that one show in the Fate Stay Night universe and they released like a movie for it every year or so? Eve no G-Con, that's the robot girl one. That's Kara no Kyokai? I thought... Then what the fuck was the KyoAni show where it's like all the it has that part where they have to like defeat the monster by doing an idol dance? Kara no Kyokai is Tsukihime. Oh, same multiverse, different universe. Oh, I see. That's right. Beyond the Boundary. Kyokai no Kanata. Oh! Oh! Bro, somebody clip that and caption it when when my dick gets twisted by the anime that aired several years ago of Sadness and Despair. Epic anime fails! This is my epic anime fail. The fact that I haven't watched any of this like past 2020. What happened to me? Ah! Oh, there's like a thing. It'll summarize. Let's do normal. Please generate a sharp review, like a sharp cheddar cheese. What's it gonna say about me? Is it gonna say I'm a boomer loser? There's a lot I haven't watched. There's a lot I haven't watched, but I will catch up. I will catch up one of these days. I'm a failure. Doesn't generate on the site itself. Open and chat-wise. Oh no, that's a virus. I'm gonna install a freaking virus. Ah! What do you guys think about my anime taste? Do you think there's any hope for me? Is it over? Is it over for me, bros?